we are now going to be talking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and the downloadable content. Okay, so the first map that we're going to be talking about tonight, ladies and gents, is going to be, I don't know how you pronounce this. I'm going to be real with you. Paris Promenade or whatever the hell.
Promenade. It's Promenade.
Promenade. Okay, so I got it correct the first time around. Neat. So that's going to be the first one we're going to be talking about. So let's get right into it. So out of curiosity, to those in this call, I know Emma, you played it because obviously you were a part of the Mario Kart shenanigans we had the other day. Nessa, what about you? I believe you as well was also for a bit. Or...
I think I chose that course because I didn't know what it was.
Oh, you just randomly selected it.
I had problems that day too, or I nearly broke my Switch that day. My controller stopped working. I was just like, just a damn mess that day.
Oh, damn. All right, so allow me to explain what's happening with this course. So this is one of the various Mario Kart Tour tracks, the mobile game that had dropped a couple of years ago. And one of the courses that they decided to implement into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was, well, Paris Promenade, which is a very interesting course because theoretically, what you're seeing right now on screen is actually 3 different track layouts actually merged into one track. If you take a look into the footage that is being presented on screen, you'll notice that every particular lap that you go through, the route towards how you get to the next lap actually changes a little bit, to the point that by the final lap, the way you get to the end of the racetrack is actually going backwards, which is the first time since Mario Kart Double Dash that we've ever seen you guys ever go backwards to go to the end of the race course. You can go so fast in this game that while you're going forwards, you'll actually see your opponents go back, which is insane to me. That we haven't seen something like that since Luigi's Circuit. Also, hi JPR, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, it is kind of crazy to me to see something like that. But I wanted to share my opinions on it, and I really do like its uniqueness. I think it's because of the fact that we're finally getting courses that are actually inspired by real world locales that you could see in the footage here. When we talk about the Tokyo one, I'm kind of curious to see if anybody can pinpoint some stuff from there too. But if you guys know Paris very well, you could see a lot of beautiful monuments like whatever the Eiffel Tower was.
No, no. You saw in there the Arc de Triomphe.
Yeah, hey, listen, man, you can see all of those. I don't know the names.
Triomphe, yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful looking map, bro. Now, is it a beautiful map to race on is the real question.
No, it's not.
And I'm going to tell you right now, this, you see that map layout right there at the right of the screen? Mm-hmm. That's confusing as fuck because they don't like highlight which sections of the map you can race on at that moment, because it could tell you could go right. But in reality, it's blocked at this current moment. But you don't know that.
World.
You have to at least have already played the map to even understand this map layout.
It's open world Mario Kart.
Kinda. It's you know what it is, Tyrone? It's Lumio City brought to Mario Kart.
Yes.
That's horrible.
Exactly. That's how it is in the map layout.
It's like Lumio City, but some places where the power out is, even though there's people walking towards the area where the power out is.
And that's possible here. Because you could go so fast, you could see those people walk in that direction, but be like, how the fuck do I get there? So it has that kind of mindset. But yeah, let me go.
I don't want to hear that. Take your headset and put it in bed with you and just fucking be on the call.
But yeah, let me go and pass this on to then my buddy Emmy here. You said you're not a big fan of this particular course. May you elaborate as to why that's the case?
Yeah, of course. No, I like this course. It looks very pretty. It's Lumio City, but done right. But I just keep hitting walls, and I don't like it. Like these arrows are telling me to turn, and I keep turning, but then I still run into walls anyways.
You need to download the Get Good software.
I know. It's so difficult. It comes with too many experience points that I don't have. So it's like, what can I do? But I like the course. Like, I like the layout of it. I just don't like driving in it. And we did 200cc on Friday. And I'm like, KG, why? Why are you trying to hurt me?
I did nothing.
This versus Cheeseland.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about one course that looks like Cheeseland. You
Oh,
sure?
God,
Because
I know
there's
what you're
another
talking
map I think that could kind of fill in the Cheeseland vibes, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
You know what? I spoke and then I imagined what exactly you just said, and now I'm upset. So yeah.
All right, so Emmy, what do you say we now?
Yeah.
Well, anything else you'd like to add, or do you think we should try going to the ranking system now?
Ranking.
All right, let's go and have some fun with the ranks, ladies and gents. Here we go. So here in the ranking system, peeps, we are going to
All the Korean kids have whooped y'all asses at this point.
Here we're gonna go and rank what we think is the best of the best, or the worst of the worst. Now, personally, I'm gonna be real with you. Despite like the structure of it, I really still love the concept, only because it is really fascinating to drive in a different direction than the other racers. So theoretically, somebody in last place could just straight up bullet bill in your face, even though you're going in the right direction. It looks like you're not, but it really is kind of cool that you are, and I love that structure alone. It is one of a map though that I still believe you're gonna need to get getting used to it though. It's not one that you will immediately look at and be like, oh, it's a straight map. No, there's a lot of twists and turns with this one. So for me personally, I would put it either at the lowest of A's or high B. But what about chat? And of course, what about you? I mean, where do you feel like you would place this?
That's a good question. I would agree with you, honestly. I think I would put it in A as well, because it's very pretty.
Oh no, like, you know, the controversy aside that's been happening these past couple of weeks, it really is a gorgeous looking map, bro. And I cannot deny, especially when you compare this one to like other ones that are in the DLC, this one just sticks out beautifully. So just
like, I know I just complained about like hitting walls and stuff, but I feel like if I play this course like for a while and I'll get good at it, then like I'll feel accomplished.
She'll hit less walls.
Exactly, and I'll feel accomplished.
so at least like if we're gonna put it in A, we agree. We both agree with A. Chat has said though a lot of B's and C's, so maybe that can bounce it down to a B tier.
Yeah,
at least like the highest of B's though. I would like to believe. So I think that'll be a good spot for that one currently. So what do you say we now move on into the next course then? So according to what I have here, because I have them in order, we're going to be going through it order by order, so I hope you guys can bear with me on that. The next one we are going to be talking about, ladies and gents, is going to be Tote Circuit from Mario Kart 7 on the Nintendo 3DS. Now, Tote Circuit is a really interesting course because this is a beginner course from Mario Kart 7. Aesthetically, I mean, if you are a fan of Toad, you will appreciate and love the living crap out of this. But if you're not, and you just see the course for what it is, it's a very generic, simple course that has some unique moments. Like here, you'll see a section that you can glide. It's not accessible right now, but in a later section in the lap, you'll see it open up so you can glide forward. But other than that, really, that's it.
I'm talking from a person that's completely ignorant. There is no part of me that gives a shit about this track. I don't know. It just doesn't look... It looks like Mario Kart, the track. Like, it just... There's nothing about it that may invest me. What, the Toad balloons? What the fuck?
No, if you look at it carefully, Tyrone, if there wasn't the curve at the bottom left of this track, it would literally be a figure 8. That's it. But it has this little
dent. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't give a fuck, bro. This is stupid.
It's like trying to be... It's actually... It looks more like a fish. If you think about it.
If Brad had a Mario Kart stage, this would be it.
And it's like stale bread.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
What the fuck is this shit?
It is a very generic.
This is just the street with Mario Kart shit on it.
Yeah, but at least this has more curves than frickin' Baby Park. So
that doesn't help. It's chaos.
Nah, but see, I think the appeal to Baby Park is because everybody's so tightened up with one another. It creates this sense of chaos that you can get.
What's this track called again?
Tote Circuit.
The only reason I know it's Tote Circuit is because he's fucking Toad balloons. Everything else about this just screams nothing.
Yeah, like, if you remove the toads, it's just Circuit.
It's the street.
It was so generic. I was so far ahead.
You ever see that Scott the Wise video where he throws his DS and breaks and he goes, "It's just fucking Mario Kart again. I'm sure he was referring to this.
It probably was, because I think that was a 3DS he snapped.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking Mario Kart again.
Yeah, it's a very simple course. But Emmy, I also want to hear from you. What's your take on Tote Circuit? Maybe you have a different mindset towards this one.
I mean, I really like Toad. I always play as Toad. But this track is boring. I would like to hit some walls, okay? I would really like to hit some walls here.
There's no walls, just curves.
They're just curves, man. Like, no, it's just really boring. Honestly, like, it's like, why? Why?
Look at this section right here. Look, it's just a straight line for like 10 seconds before you make a turn.
Like, why they do Toad like this? Okay, why they do Toad like this?
I feel like I'm being trolled.
They should have at least, if they were gonna bring back a Toad course, they should have brought back Toad's Factory from the Wii. Like that's a good course there.
I remember that. I missed that. Why they bring this garbage? I don't like this.
The issue with this course is that, once again, it's one of the beginning maps of Mario Kart 7. So it's not the one that really goes into like the super intricate level designs of Mario Kart that you normally would see from titles. But because it is so early in the game, that's why it's such a simplified racetrack. But even then, there's like no real appeal to it other than it's just Toad.
It's Toad.
It's just Toad. That's it.
But it's like Toad done badly. It's like dollar store Toad. Like
that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least you won't get fucking food poisoning.
Yeah, you'll bring that up. Yeah, you're right. Hello, chat, though. So, yeah, let's see. Where do you guys believe in the chat? Where do you guys rank Tote Circuit? And, of course, Emmy, where do you...
One thing here, obstacle-wise, is the ramp that you fly up for a second. It almost feels like you're on the most boring roller coaster ride that only goes straight. But then there's, like, an occasional hump that's just like, whoa!
And it only shows up in the second loop.
What the fuck is this shit?
Personally, to me, I'm gonna be real with you.
It's a D. I'm giving it a D, and I never even played it.
I agree with you. I also feel a D, personally.
A D.
This is bullshit.
It's especially when you see this course compared to all the other ones, Tyrone. This course is so simple.
This is street, the stage. Like
it's just a simple D.
This is D for
I
disappointment.
also see a lot here in the chat too. They're saying some C's, some D's. Mid but cute. I mean, if you're a fan of Toad, you'll find some cute things like the balloons. But other than that,
like in some Sonic games, they do alliteration to make the stages sound cool, like Palm Tree Panic or Hazard Highway or whatever. This is street, but like imagine it showing up in the Sonic font.
You say street. Sonic, Tyrone, and there's gonna be something funny I'm gonna bring up later. By the way, with that.
Right.
But you'll see when we get to that discussion. Now, talking about the music, though, I will at least give it that. Tote Circuit song actually does sound really good. But that doesn't hold tight for the track in itself, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I can say on that. What do you guys say we move on into the next one, then?
Yes.
Now, if you guys recall my experience in the reaction towards the announcement of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe downloadable content, you might recall one particular track I was asking for that I didn't think I would receive, and then I received it. And that would just happen to be something called Choco Mountain from Nintendo 64. And let me just say, they completely changed this entire track up. This does not look like Choco Mountain from the Nintendo 64, aside from the track layout. And that's a really good thing, though. Yeah. This map got a boost in charm and appeal. I love it. First off, in the original games, it was just nothing but mountains on the left and to the right. Here, you can see that you can actually fall off the side of the mountain there. And there was never really a cave in the original 64 version. But this version, as you can see, have you going in through like a mining cave that the Shy Guys are in while trying to avoid these bats. Then after that, you of course get an exclusive gliding section that wasn't in the original 64 version. But I'm very glad that they retained one very important aspect. You don't see it in this lap, but you'll see it in another lap. There are rocks that are falling down from there. And you could get pummeled by them. and you will have very little reaction time to that particular thing. So keep an eye out on those falling rocks right there.
But I'm a little ignorant, but how do you do that tiny little hop and then drift?
Oh, you press R, L or R.
Yeah, LR, and then of course hit it immediately after that.
Yeah, you do
okay,
like a double.
okay.
You do like a double.
I was saying,
while
I
you're
knew how to
turning.
drift. I didn't know how to do, but you're doing like a hop before you drift, which I think is making it better.
Yeah, I always
No,
like.
that's
Oh, you mean
the
like
way
that?
You do it. That's the way you do
Yeah,
it.
you always hop.
Well, no,
that's the same
okay.
way.
So in
the
my
same way
knowledge, and
Mario
not
Kart
just with
T-
Mario
yeah.
Kart, in all Mario, in all
Oh,
car
unless you
games.
mean when I'm like doing a
Yeah.
jump and then I animation and then I.
Yeah,
Okay, that you can
Because
do as well.
Traditionally, from what I know, not even just from Mario Kart, just from car racing games,
Mhm.
in order to drift, you usually hold the shoulder buttons. Exemplifying, like, if you want to drift left, drift right, go right, obviously.
Yes.
But here, I saw you do a tiny hop, then drift, which makes you go slightly faster, because I'm seeing blue sparks instead of red.
Yeah, you get some drift boost.
Yeah.
Depending on how much you curve left or right, you get an additional boost in speed. But that also depends on the setup that you have for your vehicle. Some setups on vehicles can provide faster boost, or faster runtime for boosts, and sometimes others can take a while for boosting to occur. So keep that in mind when choosing your vehicles.
Night, JPR.
But yeah, also, by the way, rocks. So make sure to avoid falling rocks. But Emmy, let me pass this on to you. What do you think about the Choco Mountain?
Okay, I have a question. Was this the one where me and Tyrone couldn't finish the lap because we were playing like the N64
Yes,
version?
this was the exact same map. Neither you nor Tyrone could have finished in the original Nintendo 64 online.
No wonder I had PTSD when I was doing this. I was like, no, this doesn't seem right.
I could play this course.
Just had to throw me in there, huh?
Tyrone, you were in the experience too, buddy.
I know I was. You
We
didn't
were
have to
struggling
talk about
together.
it.
You don't want to
yeah.
talk about our struggle?
Yeah, you could have struggled by yourself as far as the audience knew.
Wow. I see
I
how
hide
it is.
my trauma, thank you.
No, but
I keep my trauma inside. Home.
no, I was trying to share it, alright? And I was trying to take you with me, but I guess not. I guess I'm not finishing
Well,
this lap
too
by
fucking
myself.
late. It's too fucking late now. You done told millions of people across the internet.
I guess I'm finishing this trauma lap by myself. Okay, fine, fine.
So,
but like, it's okay. I mean, like, it's better. I could finish a lap. I could finish the race, and without falling off constantly. There is this one turn. I think it's towards like the end though, where if you don't drift correctly, you fall, which I seem to keep falling. But it's okay. It's fine. I'll just learn and get good. You know, that's just the joy of Mario Kart. You just get good.
the good thing
It's-
about this
Yeah,
course though is that if you
definitely.
fall down,
Yes.
you don't immediately like have to go around again like you did in the 64 version.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad because I wanted that to be kept because I wanted to push people
No.
back down there, but I
No,
couldn't do it
Casey.
in this one. So for those who
That's
don't
so
like that
mean.
though, you get a plus for that.
Yeah, so I would like keep it higher because of that. Because of that reason. Because I did not
so
like
they
that. That
did
made it so confusing.
quality of life basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
All right. So what do you say we go and rank this one then? Let's
Yes.
go and take care of that right now. Let's go and rank where we believe Choco Mountain could potentially be. Personally, I see it as a low A or a high B in my eyes. I like the course. It's nothing super special, but I do believe that the quality of life changes that they did for it are really something that I feel will keep this map very active moving forward. Especially because of the falling rocks as well. You can't avoid falling rocks if you don't know how to properly time your movements through the area there. So, but what about you, Emmy? Where would you place it?
I would put in a low B just because, like, yeah, I like the quality of life changes, but then they also could have just not brought this back. That could have been an option.
Hey, listen,
instead of
the
bringing-
Nintendo Switch Online was not the fault of this, okay?
That's true.
Okay,
That's
maybe it
unusual.
is, but regardless.
Maybe.
But yeah, so would you put it above or below Paris Promenade?
I would put below because I like the Paris one better.
Okay, yeah, I can agree to that. Like I said, for me with the A, it would be the lowest of A's. But that's also because I think nostalgia plays such a key factor for me with that one. But I still do believe that the quality of life changes that are in Choco Mountain are something that I don't think should be neglected. It really is a very charming thing. And thank you, Donnie, for that in the chat. Much appreciated, buddy. Okay, so there we go. We give that a B. So what do you say we move on into the final course for this particular cup then? And that is going to be none other than everyone's fan favorite, the one that they promoted the shit out of in the trailer for this DLC. None other than the wonderful world of Coconut Mall. Who wants to go shopping tonight? Because they have everything in this shop, from food to clothing to mega mushrooms for some odd reason, and just a bunch of pretty places to be. Here's my biggest criticism I have with this map, however.
Uh-oh.
I am so mad that I can't get run over by Barack Obama no more. I'm so sad. Okay, so allow me to explain to those who know.
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
You sounded so fucking stupid. I didn't know how to handle it.
So there is a particular section in the original Wii course of Coconut Mall that would include 2 vehicles at the end that would be driven by Miis that are in your system. Correct? So in the original course, those systems Miis that you have in there could be randomized. So occasionally, if you happen to have funny Mii right there during those 2 Shy Guys that are just chilling there, you can occasionally have moments where you could have, say, for example, me, Barack Obama, riding one of the vehicles and running you over by accident, or say any of the other hilarious meat concepts that people have made online, like the cheeseburger one, for example, Beef Boss, as people call it. So you could have things like that. Unfortunately, because we're in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and this was also taken from Tour as well, that particular spot is no longer me focused, and therefore the concept of the Mii's pretty much taking over that section are no longer a thing. So you can't get run over by Barack Obama like you could in the originals. So that is a big disappointment. Aside from that, though, this course is beautiful, bro. I love this course. This course is absolutely beautiful. The music's great. The course is gorgeous. I love that they fixed the escalators, by the way. They no longer look like escalators. They're actually ramps that they point the arrows up. In the original playthrough of this game on the Wii, you actually just ran up the stairs or the escalators.
Oh, I hated that.
So you get like bumps left and right, which I mean is chaotic, so it works with the Wii game. But I think for what they did here as a quality of life change, this was a good plus on that bit there. So, Emmy, let me pass this on to you. What do you think of this course in general?
Ooh, I'm excited. So when I saw this course, this is my favorite course in the Wii. This was like my childhood. I just remember playing this so much, and when the DLC came out, what did I play first? I played Coconut Mall just to see if the shortcuts were still there, and they're still there. I'm so happy. I can go through the burger joint and just win my way through victory. I can stop for a burger and I can get first place. It's so awesome. I love
you
that.
Want a burger? Bitch, a burger? Eat a burger! Bitch, if you want a burger, bitch, a french fry, eat a french fry! We're frying a burger! We're frying a burger, bitch!
Exactly. I can do that. It's so great. I can still jump.
I'm also really mad at KG's luck. He stopped that long and still wound up in first place. What the fuck is happening?
Oh, I was so far ahead is what happened, that's why.
This is some bullshit. Also, I noticed he got hit by a red shell, which negated the blue shell that
was really well timed. This isn't like Mario Kart Wii.
Like, KG's luck is stupid. I hate looking at it.
Good look.
All right, Amy, you can go ahead with your burger.
My burger. Yeah, with my burger and fries.
Bitch, if you want a burger, bitch, a burger.
No, it's true though. Like, I'm so happy they kept all that. Like, I agree though with the whole like cars thing, because I remember that like specifically with the Miis and getting hit by the cars, and it's just being really funny because like Barack Obama would hit you with a car. It's so funny, like who doesn't want to get hit by the president? Like, bro. But, like,
I mean, how many times could you go in your life and said I got run over by Barack Obama? And can actually admittedly say that.
You're gonna have that, right?
If you look in general, Emmy, you'll see what I'm doing.
Oh my god, yes! With this. But I'm so happy with this. I get to still do my sick like like flips off like the waterfall, and like I could just have fun with this. I could do my little jumps. It's so nice. I love this course. I love this course so much. It's so good.
So what do you say we go and then decide to figure out where we should rank it then? Should this deserve to be in the S tier, the A tier, the B, C, and D? And personally, I'm going to give it the highest of A's. I want to give it an S, personally. I really do. But they took my Mii's, and also they made that last section of the map a little too easy because now the Shy Guys are just sort of stationary. They're not moving left and right, so you don't get run over by them. And therefore, that section of the course kind of went from being randomized to now being very basic as an ending there. But I still believe that outside of that change, it is still an incredibly crafted, well-crafted course that will be replayed for hundreds of hours if we continue playing more Mario Kart in the future. But what about you, Emmy? Where would you place yours at?
Oh, I would put this in its own tier and call it Coconut Mall. Like,
unfortunately, I don't got that Coconut Mall option there.
Okay, fine. I'll put it in S because I still love it. I'm biased, so I have to put it in S. But like, I would put it in low S because of that.
I do see the chat giving it though a lot of S. So you know what? I will give it an S. But if we do happen to put another S course here though, I think this will be at the bottom, at the absolute bottom. So yeah. So what do you say we now move on into the next cup? Because of course we completed 4 so far. We need to go and talk about the other 4 that are also in this. And let us head into the world of Tokyo, why don't we? So, ladies and gents, we are heading towards the world of Japan. And that being in none other than in the new course from Tour titled, I believe, Tokyo Blur. Yep, there we go. You could see a lot of beautiful aesthetics in the background. Can you pick out all the details that are presented on this screen, TSS? This one's going to be one for you in particular.
Well, unfortunately, you know, YouTube has the freaking delay shit. So
all right, I should just share you guys the OBS stream then at that point. Yeah, so hold on a second. I'll do that for you right now.
I see Tokyo Tower.
Okay, so I actually played Mario Kart Tour on my phone, so I actually do like that.
So you see where the big Mario on the side there? That's supposed to be a nod to like Yodobashi camera.
Huh? Is it?
Yeah.
Hold on here. I'll share it now on screen for you. TSS.
Yodobashi camera from Shinjuku, not the one in Akiba.
Yeah, so and also you'll see like a bridge here, which seems to be based off.
That's a rainbow bridge.
Yeah, you can even see the color aesthetics right there as well.
It's the rainbow bridge.
Rainbow Road meeting Rainbow Bridge.
I also saw like let me see here. I see like Asakusa, the one on the right. You go
I
under
see some vending machines there as well.
You go under like Kaminari Mon Gate. You see Odaiba with the Konansha or the Ferris wheel. So that's why, and this whole thing is supposed to be like the Shukudo Expressway, and they go over the rainbow bridge. And
now there is going to be a new change.
And you see there, you also see behind the Tokyo Tower, you see Mount Fuji, and also back there you also see Skytree.
Huh. Now here's a new section of the course right here, the highway we're entering here.
Yeah, once again, this is the C1, the Chuo Expressway.
Mm-hmm. Just another section of it.
It's also another thing through Odaiba, because actually they have these kind of partitions there, but also you see that building with the giant ball there, that's actually the I believe it's the Fuji TV building, which got destroyed in like Digimon and shit. So yeah, they did a pretty good job here.
So in terms of like collecting what you would consider some main attractions from Tokyo in itself, do you think that they aesthetically at least put it in the right areas here for this?
Yeah, track? and you also see like the sumo wrestling by the Budokan as well. So
yeah, there's just a lot of detail. Like you gotta for this is gonna be one of those racetracks. You just gotta look.
What was that?
I don't know why the camera shows that.
Also, there as it was going around, you see fucking Big Sight where freaking Comic Head is held. So once again, that's why they don't do What just happened?
So once again, it has a lot of cool aesthetics. I had to agree on that. But it is also cool to hear from you, TSS, as you know, obviously you know these locations pretty well, at least compared to most of us here. To know that the things that they pulled here are stuff that is, you know, faithful as it could possibly be for Mario Kart Tour or Mario Kart 8 track anyway. But now let me pass this on to Emmy. Emmy, I want to hear from you though, as a track in itself now. What do you think about the course? Because this also, I think, suffers the same issues that Paris Promenade had, but not
as bad.
Yeah, not as bad. But I don't know, maybe I'm thinking differently. What do you think?
No, I agree. Like it's not as bad. Like it does suffer the same thing, but at the same time, I feel like if it tells me to turn, it gives me enough notice where I can see it in advance. Like, see, like, where, like, if I just look at the screen right now, I think, according to
we passed one. They showed a red icon there that told you. And also these sections right here, they tell you go right, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I can see it from so far away where it's like, it's not as sudden, like, oh, I have to turn right, like, right now. Like, if I don't, like, I'm gonna hit a wall. Like, I have some time to just, like, adjust. So I like that. And I like the scenery as well, like, everything that TSS was saying, too. Just it's so nice that they put so many, like aspects of Japan. So it's nice. We love that. So good.
Yeah,
so good.
It is. So, anything else you would like to add towards the course in itself as well? Like, was there any issues that you had run into?
Not that I can think of for this one, honestly. No, I wouldn't say anything.
Okay, I will admit though, I think one of the things that this track kind of suffers, not necessarily as big as like the other courses, but like there are moments where linearity is very prominent here. Like for example, you could like earlier in the track, you'll see you just go for a straight line for a couple of seconds. But other than that, really, like every other section, like right here, you'll go through turns, you'll go through obstacles. But other than the beginning part, like everything else, I feel hits all the right notes to make it a very fun course to traverse through.
And Felipe, no, it's not their hometown. Freaking Nintendo is in Kyoto. So
yeah,
no.
Kyoto, Japan. Yeah. So once again, just a beautiful course. Just a really beautiful, aesthetic-wise, wonderful course.
Yeah,
so
you see like the Tokyo Dome. You see like freaking the second time around there. You also see like the M on the entrance there actually is funny because the red M is also used for the Marunouchi subway line. Which
so
is another nod as well.
Yeah, look at that. They got a lot of things. I still don't understand what this part of the course was about. That was one of the dumbest highlights the thing decided to take a focus on, but okay, whatever.
I love the lightning bolt that hits them off screen.
I just love this. Look at the shell. I'm coming for you.
Yeah. Wow.
No! So what do you say? Let's go and give this a ranking then. Personally, I see this above Paris Promenade, but I don't know if I put it in A. But I think I'm going to give it an A now because TSS went and described a lot, I think, of what makes Tokyo, Tokyo.
Yeah.
And now just having the mindset of like the designs of the worlds and the references that are thrown in there, you can't deny that there's just so much charm in that alone. So personally, to me, I would give it a solid A. But what about you, though? I mean, what would you give it as a ranking?
I agree. I was like looking at chat too, and I see Felipe who said I'd give it a B or A. I agree with that. Either like B, like above the Paris one, or like A where you just kept it, like just like high A.
Okay.
Because of the landscapes and everything.
I am seeing a lot of Bs though, so I feel we might shoot it back down to B, but I think it'll still be above the Paris course regardless. Yeah. I had a lot of fun with this one, personally. So I can agree to that if we had to choose a
I
spot
actually
for it.
played this level, by the way.
And I wanted to hear that because I heard you mention earlier ago you actually played this on the app itself in Tour.
I have Mario World Tour on my phone, so I do play this level, and I like it on there, and it's fun there.
Now, quick question, Tyrone. Because
also, you get Japanese Daisy, and that's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Now, can we bring those skins to Deluxe, please, so it can truly deserve the title of Deluxe?
No, because they want to see me fucking suffer. That's why.
At least you have Daisy in there, so be happy with that. Yeah, we're the love hotels.
Oh my god.
Well, it would be nearby Hasakusa, so.
Hey, we gotta go play around in that course and actually inspect every inch and corner, see if they do have one like snuck in somewhere there. But
I mean,
yeah,
you
I
see a
think,
dome, but it's like, you know.
yeah, like there are so many things in the background you don't even
Yeah,
see it
and
in the race.
also you see also at the end there you also see like the Ebisu freaking building with the freaking the giant like yellow freaking glob shit. So it's like a lot of nods. I love it.
Yeah. You'll have a lot more fun with it, TSS, when you actually get a chance to play in that course too.
Yeah.
Because seeing it through footage, I think does it wonders. But like experiencing that firsthand, though, I think is just a whole.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably just do practice. I probably just have to do practice runs so I could actually label all of the freaking all the landmarks. Cause I could definitely see that in this footage. It was like, yeah,
Just
they
a
pretty much
bunch.
hit all of pretty much hit all of the major like landmarks around Tokyo. Like say even Mount Fuji in the background, you see that it's like crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right then. Go on.
The only thing is we didn't see freaking Greymon destroy the freaking Fuji TV building. So
give it a chance. It'll happen one day in the patch. Nessa, what you had to say?
No, I just came back, but then I was
welcome
like,
back, buddy.
I have to play this course because I didn't play that one.
Yeah, there's like, first of all, I think the track selections, I really do believe, are really favorable in my eyes anyway. But we'll get more into that once we complete all of the rankings for this one. So let us head into the next one. This one, ladies and gents, we're heading back to the world of Mario Kart DS because we are going to be picking out a course from there. One that never actually got a remastering until, well, Deluxe and Tour. Being of Shroom Ridge.
Okay, this one I do remember.
Now, this is one of my favorite courses back on the DS. So I really loved it. And once I played it here in Deluxe, let me just say, I love it even more now. First off, let's talk about the music real quick. They kept the synth and like the DS sound font in this remix of the song. Like you can hear the little sound fonts that they used from the DS for Mario Kart DS, and it sounds so good. I love that they done Fateful with this one, and the track is banging. Now, as for the course itself, it is just as good. Let me just say, if you guys love drifting, this is gonna be one of your favorite courses, because as you can see from the map layout, there are a lot of curves and turns. You are going to be drifting left and right. If you've played Mario Kart DS, you would know of the infamous snaking mechanic. And this course kind of was one that led us into that path right there. And this course, once again, looks absolutely lovely. I just love this course. It's a wonderfully crafted course. If you guys enjoy, say, Toad's, what was Toad's Highway or whatever it was from 64? This is basically
Totes
that.
Turnpike.
Totes Turnpike, thank you. This is basically that, except during the daytime and you're in the mountainside. And the cars are just mix and mashes from that right there. And it looks really good.
Because I don't know, Totes Turnpike, it was like a lot closer.
Yeah. Totes Turnpike, I think my big issue with Totes Turnpike was that it was so open in the 8 Deluxe one, because, you know, you can go into the anti-gravity stuff. So you're like much more huggable on the walls and therefore able to dodge a lot more traffic. Here, it's more so, no, you're kind of tightened by all of the stuff that's being presented here on a screen. Also, thank you, Horn. But this course right here, I really loved it. For someone who loves to play around with like boosting, with drifting and all that, you get a lot from there. There was unfortunately something I could not show off here in this course when I was playing it, but it is a really cool thing regardless. They added a shortcut into this one, where if you have a mushroom, you can actually use a mushroom to fly towards a wind area that'll shoot you back up and back into the course again, completely skipping over one of the curved sections in the track. But it is really difficult to achieve because it doesn't include a gliding section. It's just straight up, you have to do a leap of fate with the mushroom to get to that shortcut, which we rarely get a chance to see a lot of those implemented into some of the Mario Kart tracks. So I love that. But yeah, so that's all I gotta say on this. What about you, Emmy? What's your take on this course?
I agree completely with what you've said too, because this really reminds me of Toad's Turnpike. Like, so I really like that course as well, but I agree with you from what you said for like the Mario Kart 8 version, where it's like you can easily just avoid Rush Hour by just cheating and going into the anti-gravity stuff. So I like here that you're literally caught in Rush Hour and you can't escape it. You gotta do what everyone else is doing, just trying to get home. So I like that. I like that for this, and I like it because it gives you a little bit of a challenge, just trying to get through, trying not to get hit by cars and trying also to hit cars and trying to fly on cars too. So I like it. It's good.
Riding on cars.
Yeah, there's actually a particular car that has like a surfboard attached to the back.
Yeah.
Now that one you can trick
trying to
ramp
ride on
on. Here's the issue though, because this track is so tight, it is super, super difficult to even get to do the tricks, because there will be occasions where you'll see the vehicle, like say right here, and you do the trick, but because there's so many curves, you'll hit the wall. So it's like, you have to make sure you know how you're tricking with the vehicles and making sure you avoid as many. Like, see right there, I could have done a trick there, but I would have landed my face at that wall right there because of the way it was positioned. So you have to keep that in mind when playing through courses like this. So yeah, once again, a really fun course though.
I like it.
All right, so what do you guys say? We go and give this one a ranking then.
Yes.
All right, then let's head over to the ranking section, ladies and gents. And this is where we're going to be asking ourselves the important question: where exactly does this course fit? And we got A, S, A, B, C, and D. Personally, I don't see it as an S tier. I still love it though, but it ain't no S tier in my eyes. At least that's what I like to believe. But I still would love to put it in the A. There's a lot of things I love from this course. I love the ability to drift and boost and the ability to avoid obstacles. There's that new added shortcut that wasn't there, but it is still a very simple course, but effective for what it's trying to achieve. But what about you, Emmy? What would you give it as a score?
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I would give it an A as well, because it's just basically Toad's Turnpike, but harder, and I like that. It's pretty good. But yeah, it's not S tier, but I would give it an A as well.
All right, so there you go, chat. Now you do see a couple of A's there too, so I think as a solid A, I believe this is a perfect spot to put this in. So I got nothing bad to say on that one. You know what's the funny thing? That one was one of the more quicker ones to talk about, only because it is such a good course. There's not really many faults to it per se to really pinpoint and nitpick about, but I still do believe it is regardless a very fun course. So let us now head on into the next map, why don't we? This one, ladies and gents, is going to be a returning classic from the GBA, from Mario Kart Super Circuit, that being of Sky Garden, returning after a long ass time. I think they actually remade this on the Nintendo DS, and then they remade it again in Tour, which is what you're seeing the inspiration here for this course at this moment. Now, with that being said, how well and how faithful was this track? And honestly, this is one of the tracks that I think was one of the more negatively received out of all the courses, even more than Tote's Circuit. And allow me to explain that in the best way possible. This course looks nothing like the original Sky Garden. And I don't mean by like the aesthetics alone, because obviously from the GBA to 8 Deluxe, of course, it's going to aesthetically change a lot. But I mean, the level design is dramatically different. A lot of curves and corners that were in the original run of Sky Garden were simplified to the point that this course became super easy to traverse through in the long run, which I think is a negative overall on the play appeal from this course. Because you know what it is to me? It's an inferior version of Cloud Top Cruise. Minus the,
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, so it's like that, and I think it doesn't work because of it. Because like you see some ships in the background, you see all those cool aesthetics and whatnot, and you're thinking to yourself, why isn't like this course doing better? And it could, but it doesn't. So personally, to me, I think, I'm gonna be real, I find this to be the weakest out of the bunch, but maybe that's just me though. So Emmy, I have to ask you though, what's your take on it overall?
Nah, man, I agree. Like, this looks so similar to the, what was it called? The Cloud one? Like the
Cloud Top Cruise.
That, exactly. It looks
to that thing I forgot.
Like, look, like you're jumping on the leaves. Like even the mushroom is there. It's the same. The only difference is there's roads. Like you're not actually driving on cloud, like an actual cloud.
Yeah,
Like,
you're driving on a road.
Exactly. So it's like if anything, it got an upgrade because now they have roads. Now the construction has finished. There are roads now you can drive on. So it's like, but why? Why? I don't need another one.
You guys have the picture of the original one? Because I never played the DS version.
I haven't either.
I don't have it on hand, unfortunately. I wish I also had footage for that, so I could have shown as a comparison shot. But if you take a look at the original DS map layout of Sky Garden, or the GBA version, and compare it to the one that you see here in 8 Deluxe, they have similar designs, but they are nothing alike in terms of like just the map structure in itself. Because in the original, there's a lot more shortcuts, there's a lot more curved sections, and just more track. Where this one is less of all of that. And I feel kind of destroys and diminishes what makes Sky Garden stand out. Because now it's just seen more of a inferior version of Cloud Top Cruise than as a track all on its own. So that's pretty much the thing I have to say on that. But yeah, let's go and quickly give this one a rank, and then why don't we then? So this one, I'm gonna be real. I don't want to put it in D. I want to put it in C. Personally,
well, it doesn't matter what you want. I'm just kidding.
No, now the reason why I say
tell the man his own show. To do what he wants,
yeah. I mean, to be fair,
I also know KG relies on the chat in order to vote.
Yeah, someone in the chat wants D.
That's why I made the joke.
No, Felipe, I love the course. I want to be clear. I love GBA Sky Garden. It's one of my favorite tracks in the original GBA, but it's because I love it so much to see it get such an inferior version, which, by the way, the only one real good thing, the one really, really good thing that puts it up higher than Tote Circuit is the song. It is incredibly, incredibly better than it was in the tour version of this song. The tour version completely nerfs the shit out of that song, but the remixed one they did for 8 Deluxe, banger. So I give it, for that alone, a C. But what about you, Emmy? What would you give it as a score?
Honestly, I like the song too, but I still would give it a D because it's like I already played a different version of this. Why would I want to play again? You know, but like a easier version of it. So like,
yeah,
high D or C.
I do see a lot of C's as well here. So there's some C's. I do see one D. An S actually, so we'll put this for S for that person.
I could have put 2 D's. It would have been funny.
Ah man, I couldn't.
The chat's going for C.
Yeah, so I think for a C, I believe wholeheartedly, this one deserves at least that.
I think that one I did like that course, but I didn't know that. I never played the DS version, so I can't really.
Yeah, no, that's understandable though. It's understandable with that alone.
Yeah,
but when you get a chance to play the original and then you come back to this one, it'll be really night and day for you personally. Okay, so we got one last one to talk about. What do you guys say we get into that one?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gents, the final course and the final track of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 1 DLC. And probably one of the most beautiful looking courses that this game has to offer. And the one that I was talking about before regarding Sonic, allow me to explain that because nothing here looks like Sonic, but it's about the way this level is designed. But yeah, so the last map that we're going to be talking about right here is Ninja Hideaway. And let me just say, I love this course. This is one of the best courses. I would even say, not just in the DLC, no, this is one of the best Mario Kart courses that we've ever gotten. Also, by the way, did you guys know there's a shortcut over here? Most people don't even know about that right there.
I'm tripping. I'm like, wait a minute, I know this level.
And this is from Tour. Yeah, this is another Tour track.
Game. I was like, why do I remember all of it? Yeah, it's the mobile game one.
Yep, it's another Tour. And let me just say, like I stated before, because the funny thing is, Tyrone, in the 8 Deluxe packaging of this, for some reason this track isn't labeled as a tour track. It's just simply Ninja Hideaway.
Well, yeah.
As if
And
like this.
funny thing is, sometimes when I'm playing this on my phone, I'll play because you mentioned Sonic, I'll play Chunan's theme in the background.
But I think maybe because of that, Tyrone, now that I know that you've played this track, you can agree with me in the terms of Sonic design.
It's Chunan. It's Chunan.
No, not that, Tyrone. I'm talking about the level design of this course.
Yeah.
Because if you guys ever played classic Sonic games, you'll know that the best often direction to go towards is up. Correct? However, there will be occasions where the level design will often push you back down, and you don't get penalized for that in this course. In fact, they'll even give you opportunities after you mess up the first time around to go back up again. You'll get sections like that where you can go up or down. You can stay at the bottom path, but if the bottom path is just as good as the top path, of course, the bottom one has a couple of more obstacles. And if you keep yourself at the top, you will avoid some of the obstacles that are present in the way. Like I'm showing here, like because of this, I went the top path. I didn't get to see the Ninja Shy Guys down there at the bottom. Also, because I'm up here, I could theoretically go up to the top right there, but I decided to take the lower path only to show this section here as well. They have so many areas to go through. You see this like vent right there as well. That can boost you back to the top section again, completely getting you back on track at the top section of the course. The level design in this is so good. I love everything that I've seen about this course. And honestly, like I stated before, I don't see this as just a great downloadable content course. I see this as a great track in general. This is like going to be up there in probably my top 10 favorite Mario Kart tracks of all time.
Perhaps it's because this track was originally designed for 8 and they decided to put it on tour and then they just decided to complete the track for 8.
Probably. We don't really know the history behind how these courses got to be made and of course what went in first.
But the layout that I'm seeing here, this looks like an MK8 course. This
yeah,
is not like a tour course.
Also, one of the strangest things about this course as well is that the level design is really good, but it also is extremely dangerous. There's nothing to prevent you from falling down. It's like Rainbow Road on the SNES in some parts of the course, because when you're on the rooftop, there's nothing that prevents you from falling off said rooftop. So you can completely steer off the course and just fall down. And it is insane. But they have so many tight curves and corners that you have to drift and boost through, but it just works as a concept in itself. I love this course so much, and the music as well. You listen to the tour version, Tyrone, but the remix they did for 8 Deluxe enhances that even better. So it's a really, really good track in my opinion. But Tyrone, actually, since you played this a little bit of it, I do want to hear your input. Maybe you share some similarities with me on this one. I didn't really get a chance to hear much input from you, but
on the phone, it's you can still do the multiple pathways thing. I think with the phone though, it's really because I personally turned my tilt drift off. Now, so what that means is manually you have the ability to turn your phone a certain way, and that kind of does it, but it messes people up. Plus, nobody's arm holds things perfectly. You think it does, but it doesn't. So I turn mine off, and generally when I'm going through this level, I try to, like KG's doing right now, find all the secret shit, and there's a lot of it, so I do like the idea that it doesn't feel like one road is wrong. But knowing that, I always try to make it an effort to stay on the top path. Just generally because, like you said, there's less obstacles on the top path, so why not take it?
correct.
That's pretty much what's going on. I played this one mostly so I could get my pulls for Japanese Kimono Daisy.
Did you?
Yeah, I got her.
Oh, okay, good. So you got her at least.
I lucked out, weirdly enough. I thought I was going to be playing for way longer than I actually did. But thankfully, during my second pull, I got her.
Oh, nice.
So that I lucked out. It was fucking Swimsuit Daisy that caused me the problem. But that was a whole different event. God damn it. I hated that one. But for this one, yeah, I like the idea. I can never get up there though for that starting one for some reason. That always screws me over.
I think it's because I believe the game like auto races for you, so the mindset of the game probably
you don't have
just
as
pushes
much
you away.
control as you do the actual like what you're probably playing right now. On
No. We have all. I think that's what makes these tour tracks that much more appealing.
It's very clear, like TSS said, this was probably meant for this game first. But they
before it
switched
got
it over
scrapped,
to
I
oval.
guess.
Yeah, because there's sometimes when I'm on my phone, I'm like, I can never get up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of concept. Like I never seen so many tricks and turns and stuff like that. Like most tour tracks are very linear. This one, while you could see in the map design down there feels linear, there's so much happening though that makes the linear design work well in its favor. So yeah. But what about you, Emmy? Though, let me hear from you. What you got to say about this course? Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree on what we've been talking about. But what do you believe in?
No, honestly, I 100% agree as well. It's the shortcuts.
What do you believe in?
It's the shortcuts. I like the shortcuts. I like that there's multiple of them. I like that if someone can win and you can just see them out of nowhere and it's like, where'd you come from?
Yeah. Also, fun fact: there's already an ultra shortcut that was discovered for this track as well, and I can't wait to pull that off when we play this game again in the future.
Yeah, see, I just like the creativity with that, like with this track, and like you guys said as well, like it looks so pretty, so pretty.
It's
I
such
love
a
it.
beautiful course. It really is. You
My
can't go wrong with it.
My only concern, I think, is just 200cc with this.
No, that's what I mean. Because
I
200cc.
love the speed. I need the speed.
And then we all go bonkers in 200cc.
No, this course was not built for 200cc, Nessa. I'll tell you that right now. Because, like I told you, there's so many.
I don't care.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But holy shit, this course was not meant to be played in 200.
And then you can't even turn.
Somebody saw music is playing now. Oh man, Mario Kart. God, I love that song so much.
And I remember, I think this one I was actually briefly in. I remember picking this course too because I just saw random like, oh, this looks cool. I'm gonna pick this course.
Yeah, what do you think about it then, Nessa?
I was like, I loved it a lot. I was just blown away with the design and everything, and then also like the pink blossom trees, like everything like all pink because it kind of reminded me a little bit of Animal Crossing during like in April. So like, I kind of always loved the cherry blossom aesthetic. So it was just I was already blown away when I saw this course.
You know, I didn't even think about it like that, but like timing, this track came out at the good time though because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're heading to cherry blossom season very soon.
it's already happened actually.
Oh, it happened?
Yeah, because
right now, look under your seat.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Tokyo had cherry blossoms happen at the end of February. Like some of the earliest in like 200 years. So
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know they have better. I think Japan's warmer over there too, so that probably makes sense.
well, no. The thing is, it's just the climate.
Yeah,
The
climate change.
The climate change has actually like done this, and it's been a kind of a happening for like the last couple of years, but this year has been one of the earliest. Let me see. Yeah, it was like it's like usually you get it in Western Japan maybe earlier than Tohoku and Tokyo around there. But not this year. This year has been freaking early.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know they do it that early though, because I thought it was usually March or April, so that's why.
Well, it's all dependent on the normal pattern.
But of course, we're in the 2022 pattern, and Kay said no.
In its own pattern.
Yeah, exactly. I will create my own pattern, and you'll like it. But yeah, so let's go and head over to the ranking system then, and think
Mario
about where
Kart
this
8
course has to
Deluxe.
belong. And personally,
S.
I would put this above Coconut. I put this above Coconut. I'm gonna be real with you.
Whoa, wait, above Coconut? Can
Yeah, I'll put it to D tier. There you go. That make it better there.
No,
What the fuck?
I definitely like it better than Coconut. Coconut was okay.
I don't like you better than Coconut.
And no, KG, put it back up.
I did. It's a backup. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
But personally, I find this to be more appealing than the Coconut Mall. And you want to know why that's the case? And for Tyrone, it'll be different because he's played Tour. But to me, because this is a new track, in my eyes, this is something I never played before. So in itself, I understand that it came from a previous title. But because I never played the previous title before, this track ended up feeling what was like a new course, feel brand new and not a remastered of one. And also, Coconut Mall ruined my chances of getting run over by Barack Obama. So, I mean, that in itself is kind of disappointing to shoot it down just a point or two.
Man, get out the way.
But,
so
what?
And when I heard about that, I was like, no, I was what I liked about that track.
Yeah, the Mii's just running you over is hilarious. Because you could end up like creating Mii's of your friends, so I could have Tyrone be a Mii and then he'll run me over, or TSS will run me over.
Yeah. That was a big track for me.
You're like, shit, I had world record pacing and then TSS ran over my goddamn ass and I completely ruined my
You just deserved it.
See, like that. And it just runs your ass over. No, but that's the appeal of it. But unfortunately, I think the Shy Guys just sort of standing still doesn't really make that last section of Coconut Mall that much of an enjoyment compared to what we went through with Ninja Hideaway, where there's so many different sections, shortcuts, and obstacles and curves and corners to boost through. It's like that, and the aesthetic just creates a beautifully crafted Mario Kart track. And I even stated earlier ago that from that alone makes this a solid track that deserves to be up there with amongst the greatest tracks of Mario Kart. It is that good. And it baffles me to know that this came from Tour of all goddamn tracks. Or of all goddamn games.
I never played Tour 2, so that was the first as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I personally give it an S tier above Coconut. I don't know what others here have to say on that. I know, Emmy, you disagree on it, because I know you love your coconuts and them all. But
I agree. I disagree. I would like
okay,
coconut to
here's
stay
my
on
big
top.
criticism then, Emmy. I'm going to counterattack that. You know what they nerfed? They took out the Pianta that was above the Coconut Mall logo, and now it just says Coconut Mall, but you don't see the Pianta there now. From that alone, you know what? We're going A tier now. So, there you go.
Fuck that fight.
Fight
it out.
You know, here's the issue. Emmy can't because she knows the original is the better version.
Yeah, but like also this warms my heart, and also like malls can get renovations. That's fine, right? They got a rebranding. That's okay, right? It should still be S
How did
tier,
they
you know?
rebrand the Mii's? They rebranded the Mii's.
It's like they closed the fucking Carolina Circle.
We rebranded. How did you rebrand? We made it worse, buddy.
We made it better but worse. What?
Oh, they just got sponsored by Shy Guys. That's okay, right? Like, it's okay.
Shy Guy they ain't, bro. I don't want them. I want my Barack Obama back, damn it.
I know. I would just let them exist in the same tier.
Okay,
Not
what if we
saying
put
which
them
one is
what if we
better.
say they're tied then? How about that?
Yes.
Would
I'm
you
fine
be
with
okay with them being tied in first place?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, okay. You know what? That's perfectly fine then too. Because they're both great courses. Let it be clear, they're both wonderful courses. But
Yes.
according to that layout, it shows Ninja Hideaway being first on top. So I'm just saying, That's like basically when we get tied in first place and my name's above yours, Emmy. So I mean, even though you're in first place according to that chart, you're in second.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. There you go. Just like the new Ubuntu logo, they made it worse. Oh God. But yeah, so that's our take and input on the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks so far. Of course, as stated before, there will be more tracks coming out in the future. So make sure to tune in future PokePod sessions where we're going to be ranking those when those titles drop. Which, by the way, it's going to be lasting till 2023. So if you guys are expecting a Mario Kart 9 sometime this year, good luck, buddy. So yeah.